the one, the only, Ben Sion. Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Double. Today we're finishing the 9th parak of Pesachim, the penultimate parak of Pesachim. Parak Ted, Mishnayos Yud Aleph. Mishnah Yud says, Shtei chaburos shenesaru pischein. We're talking about Korban Pesach that got mixed up. Two groups of people, let's say 10 people in each group, they each had their own Korban Pesach, and the Korban Pesach got mixed up. We don't know which Korban Pesach belongs to which group. The way to resolve this is each of the 10 people in the group, they each appoint one person, one of the 10 people. So the designee from one group goes to the other group, and the designee from the other group goes to the second group. This is what they say. The agent says, if this Korban Pesach is really ours, our hands are removed from your Korban, and you're going to be with us. If this Korban Pesach that they're holding on to, right, it was mixed up. They took one. We don't know if it's theirs or not. If this Korban actually belongs to you, our hands are withdrawn from ours and on yours. So you each have either 20 people on one and 20 people on the other. Whether you have 5 groups or 10 groups, 5 people in each group, 10 people in each group, each would appoint a designee. If you mix up 5 Korban Pesach, each group would appoint an agent to go to the other groups and say this. Now, the underpinning halacha over here is that you can't have a Korban Pesach that lost and has no people that are designated to eat that Korban Pesach at any time. You can't have. That's why it's very important to say, right, each agent says, no matter whose Korban this is, either we're all on this one or all on that one, so that at no point there's either of the Korban Pesach has no one registered on it. Yud Aleph, much of the same thing we'll see in Mishnah Yud Aleph. 2 individuals had a Korban Pesach, and their Korban Pesach got mixed up. First of all, they divide it. One gets one Korban Pesach, the other gets a Korban Pesach. Now, what you have to do is, in this case, since there's only 2 individuals, they each have to take another person. Let's say Reuven takes Levi and Shimon takes Yehuda. Another person, so there's 2 people registered on each Korban. Now, each of them, Reuven is going to go to Shimon, and Shimon's going to go to Reuven. This is how they say, if this actually is my Korban Pesach, your hands, Shimon, are removed from yours. You're with me. If it's yours, then I'll be together with you. The point is, the reason I have to bring someone else from the shuk, from the marketplace, is to make sure that when he withdraws, each of them withdraw from their Korban Pesach, there's still Levi and Yehuda on the other Korban Pesach. Because like we said before, it's an usher to have a Korban Pesach even for 1 second without any people that are designated to eat the Korban Pesach. These Mishnayos are complicated. I don't know if I explained it 100%, but I gave you a pretty good overview over here. And stay tuned for Ian Mitzion when I talk about the rationale. Why is it that every Korban Pesach has to, for every second, once you're makdish to the Korban Pesach, it has to have someone register on the Korban Pesach? I'll talk about that Ian Mitzion coming up next.